I'm Macy Eglund. Only in Newsday, a Long Island congressman is leading a bipartisan push to kill President Trump's new controversial $1.8 billion slush fund. Our Doug Geed has that story.
Giving $1.8 billion in a slush fund is not what the people want.
Congressman Tom Suozzi is referring to the recently created anti-weaponization fund, a pool of money that President Trump wants to be used to compensate people who were unfairly prosecuted or targeted for political reasons.
It's really a way for the president to give money to supporters of his that he says were victimized by overreach by the federal government.
While Congress is supposed to approve government expenditures, the issue was never put before the House or Senate. Now Suozzi, a Democrat from Glen Cove, is introducing a bill, along with Pennsylvania Republican Brian Fitzpatrick, that would block any taxpayer money from being distributed from the fund.
This is unusual. That is true.
Acting U.S. Attorney General Todd Blanche, Trump's former private attorney, oversaw the creation of the fund. He will also appoint the 5 people who will decide who should get a payout. Blanche did not rule out the possibility that some of the January 6th insurrectionists might be awarded money, something Suozzi says would clearly be wrong.
I don't get outraged about every single thing the president does, but if there's one thing that makes my blood boil is the fact that the president pardoned the people who came to Washington, D.C. on January 6th. And now they're talking about a guy like this can apply for money from this special fund that the president has set up.
I'm going to go way out on a limb and say the speaker will not support your bill. What are the odds of it seeing the light of day on the floor?
There was a rule in the House of Representatives that even if the leadership doesn't want to put a bill on the floor, you can get it on the floor if you can get 218 signatures. You have 212 or 13 or 14 Democrats, so you need 4 or 5 or 6 Republicans.
It is unconscionable. It is corrupt. We have a bill that's been introduced. I believe it'll be bipartisan. There are members of the U.S. Senate on both sides who are pushing to try to stop this from materializing. The Speaker could end it today.
I know there are several Republicans have said they don't like this effort by the president.
It's a slush fund. I mean, it's obvious.
Long Islanders we spoke with had strong opinions about the fund. Mike from Islip is especially concerned about the possibility of his tax dollars going to January 6th rioters.
They went into the Capitol and broke the place up, so I think they deserve everything that they got. They should be in jail, to tell you the truth.
For NewsdayTV, I'm Doug Geed.
You can read more about the anti-weaponization fund on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the NewsdayTV video box. A Long Island man has survived an extremely rare tick-borne virus. Stony Brook University Hospital now confirming that a Shirley man was infected with the bourbon virus in 2021. It spread through the bite of a Lone Star tick, one of the most common ticks here on Long Island. There is no specific treatment or vaccine. An invasive fish found in Suffolk County. The state DEC is investigating after a fisherman claims he caught a pair of northern snakeheads in Lily Pond. Environmentalists say snakeheads eat other freshwater fish and animals and that they can live outside the water for days. Stony Brook Children's Hospital is expanding its pediatric emergency department. A groundbreaking on the $55 million project is set for tomorrow. That new facility will have 20 treatment rooms and 2 critical care rooms. Construction is expected to wrap up in 2029. Only in Newsday, Long Island is once again at the center of space exploration. NASA experts came to the Cradle of Aviation Museum to examine a lunar module simulator that astronauts trained on before the 1969 moon landing. They want to know as much as possible before building a simulator for Artemis astronauts.
We want to develop these metrics so that we can apply the historic metrics to today's crew size.
NASA hopes to finish the Artemis simulator by the end of the year. Let's talk about your forecast now. We've got meteorologist Jeff Banson. After some really nice warm days, how are we looking today for your Thursday?
Today looks great. Tomorrow looks great.
Awesome.
Weekend's a little weird. I'm gonna tell you all about it. Yeah, one day in particular is very odd setup, but not all. It's not like a throwaway like unfortunately Memorial Day weekend was. Let's start with my 3 things that you need to know after we take a gorgeous look outside. I believe this is Shinnecock today, the fishing dock. Gorgeous, gorgeous shot. You're going to see a lot of pictures like that through the end of the week. Nice day today, passing sprinkle this afternoon. That's really the only caveat to end the week. Otherwise, it is very comfortable. Comfort is the operative word here because you're going to have lower humidity than what we had yesterday. You're also going to have just perfect temperatures right in the 70s, and you're going to have that sunshine as well. And then, yes, an abnormal setup to start off the weekend. We look at yesterday's temperatures, and it was pretty warm out there. 70s out towards the South Fork. We worked our way into 80 degrees western Suffolk, and Nassau County. Today, again, really, really nice temperatures ranging throughout the 70s. There could be that spot shower. I'd say your window is about 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. this afternoon. You want to grab the umbrella, sure thing. I think most of us are not seeing that shower. You could get a little unlucky, but all in all, it's going to be a mostly sunny day up until that point. There is an upper level low that's sitting over New England. You can't really tell because there's not much in the way of cloud cover or a big storm or blob of rain. A couple of showers you can see moving through upstate New York down into the Hudson Valley. Now, here's your weekend forecast, and let's talk about this. I mean, 2 very different days here. Mostly dry on Saturday, but it is going to be cool. We're going to see maybe a sprinkle early in the morning, really Friday night into early Saturday morning, and then we'll see some clouds around. It's also going to be breezy, so it might even feel at times like it's in the upper 50s. And then Sunday, we're right back to normal with mostly sunny conditions and temperatures in the 70s. Here's what's going on. Right now, we have something across the country that is called an omega block. We call it that because if you kind of trace the jet stream here where we have lows on both sides of this big high, it kind of resembles the Greek letter omega. And what that does is it forces all this beautiful weather over the center of the country, and it allows these little upper level waves of low pressure to kind of shoot down from way up into Canada over New England. So we have one today. It's a weak one. We have a stronger wave. This actually, believe it or not, originated up over the Arctic Circle. So it's bringing some very chilly air with it here and a little wave of rain. It's actually going to be a nasty day up in New England on Saturday with wind-driven rain and even, I kid you not, some upper elevation snow in parts of New Hampshire and maybe the Berkshires into Massachusetts. We will not see that, but let's show you how it plays out here on Futurecast. First, there's that little passing wave today. Maybe we get a sprinkle across the island this afternoon. Not a huge deal. Beautiful day on Friday. Here is that wave. You can see the snow associated with it. Watch as it comes down. All that cold air gets wrapped down with this system here. Just brutal conditions if you're traveling up to New England for the weekend, at least to start things off. Here we are Friday night. Now, most of the rain does exit out into the ocean on Saturday morning. You can see there's the Berkshires, the Green Mountains in New Hampshire. There's snow there, believe it or not. Now, that wave maybe gives us a sprinkle early Saturday. And I think most of the day after some clouds will break for sun. But again, look at these temperatures here. So we're in the 70s on Friday. Here comes that overnight rain. Couple of sprinkles, nothing all that bad, but we're waking up Saturday morning in the upper 40s and low 50s, and we don't rebound all that much. Yes, the sun is strong. It'll feel nice this time of year, but when you factor in that breeze that kind of shoots in with that wave of low pressure, it feels even colder. So jackets, sweatshirts might be necessary on Saturday. Not today, though. 70 to 75 degrees, picture-perfect conditions this morning. Lots of sun, clouds building in the afternoon, and again, can't rule out a pop-up sprinkle. Tonight, mostly clear. Temperatures on the cool side, 50 to 55. Your forecast for Friday is great, about 5 degrees warmer than today. We could get close to 80 in a couple of western Long Island towns. It will be a nice day overall. Saturday, I call it a weird day. It's just a weird day. We've got that chilly wind. We've got those clouds in the morning, some sun in the afternoon. We'll jump up about 10 degrees and much nicer conditions on Sunday. And right now, Monday is also trended nicer. Now we're bumping that rain off to Tuesday, which will be cooler as well. Nice day on Wednesday, 70 and sunny.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
You can see some of the best of Long Island without any traffic. Let's go train hopping with Carissa Kelman.
Long Island's best stories are tucked inside places that have been here for decades. So today, we're hopping the Long Island Railroad starting right here in Babylon at Glenn's Dinette. Near the station, this hometown staple since 1948 is dishing out more than just breakfast. It's a taste from the past.
The back wall and most of the things behind the counter here are all original. What is also original is the feeling. It's definitely a hometown feeling, and that has never changed.
Owner Happy Hour purchased Glenn's in 1990 with his wife Chrissy, and decades later, the pair are still here every day, keeping that tradition alive.
We make our own gravies and we make our own soups. Everything's from scratch. Good golly, it's so much prep.
The menu has evolved, but the classics remain, from the farmer's breakfast to the Blue Monkey pancakes.
There's no preservatives in any of the food or anything like that. It's all very clean and delicious food.
So in January, the MTA rolled out the Day Pass, which allows you to put in point A and point B. We're going to do Babylon to Amityville. As you can see, it stops in Lindenhurst, and we're going to hit the Day Pass, which is only $6.75, and it lets you get on and off the train as many times as you want throughout the day. Next stop, Lindenhurst. Steps from the train station, this century-old bank has been transformed into Lindenhurst's newest bar.
This bank became vacant, and it sat vacant for a very, very long time, 18, 19 years. So now you see, we've converted it to a Southern California beach vibe.
Once home to Great South Bay Brewery, this space is now Breaker's Burrito Bar, but pieces of its past are still everywhere you look.
This was the original vault.
Keeping this year, I think this was a great choice because you still have that feel and people can recognize the history that was here.
Yeah, they love it, and now you can come in and play pinball in the bank.
On the menu, classic flavors with a twist.
Traditional things that you would see, like in Mexican or Southern California restaurants, and then more upgraded things like our birria egg roll, which is like, taking the world by storm.
Everything should be an egg roll. Cheers.
Salud.
Then it's back on the train for one final stop. Park Avenue is just a 2-minute walk from the train station, but it's where our next and final sweet spot is. In Amityville, history is being scooped up one cone at a time.
In the 1800s, there had been an ice cream soda shop here.
Today, that legacy lives on inside a modern-day soda shop, where vintage charm meets sweet nostalgia.
So that menu that's over there, that's from the 1800s.
The destination doesn't always have to be Penn Station. Turn a ride onto the rails into a trip through time on Long Island's South Shore. For Newsday TV, I'm Carissa Kelman.
It all looks great, and you can find more fun things to do while train hopping on our website, Newsday.com. Just click Get More below that Newsday TV video box. Here's what's up on Long Island. You can create something beautiful out east. The Mosaic Street Painting Festival is being held along the Peconic River in Riverhead Sunday afternoon. It also features live music and arts and crafts vendors. Or connect with nature brick by brick. A Lego exhibit is happening at Old Westbury Gardens, and kids can build their own Lego flower stands. Reservations are required.
Are there any vegans here tonight? Yeah, they don't have the energy to see. See that?
That's Canadian comedian Russell Peters. He brings the jokes to the Paramount in Huntington on Saturday night. For admission information and even more events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box on our homepage. Time now for the best in high school sports. Here's Jared Veluzzi.
There have been some incredible plays in the postseason here on Long Island, and in some county championship games, some special moments have been produced. And we'll start off in flag football. It's the Nassau Class B title game. Plain Edge taking on MacArthur, and Gianna Ponticello, the Plain Edge quarterback, throws it up to Charlotte Norbury. The one-handed snag sets up a Plain Edge touchdown. The Red Devils are up 9-6 in this game late, but MacArthur quarterback Gina Iannuzzi, she's going to take the snap in the pouring rain. She throws it up, and Alexa Coppola comes down with it. She stays in bounds, and the Generals take down Plain Edge. And in boys lacrosse, Islip going against Harbor Fields in the Suffolk quarterfinals. Jake DeGennaro with the go-ahead goal, and the Bucks advance. And in Nassau boys lax, Bethpage and MacArthur, they're in overtime. But Alex Newman, the sophomore, will end it as Bethpage advances to the semis. And in baseball, Calhoun taking on Garden City. The Colts have a chance to win this one, but center fielder Jack Murphy throws out the game-winning run as this one stood tied, and GC would go on to get the victory. And also in Nassau baseball, how about Matthew Sheps of Port Washington? In the bottom of the ninth, this clutch hit will drive in Leo Schindler for the game-winning run as Port Washington gets the win. And in softball, Kate Schweitzer of Comac, 11 strikeouts on the mound, but she says I could do it at the plate too. This hit will drive in all 3 runs as Comac advances past Ward Melville. And in girls lacrosse, Connecticut was trailing 10-2 in the third quarter against Floyd, but Addison Fitzgibbon with the goal would tie it up at 10, and Connecticut isn't done yet. Natalie Insignia, the lefty laser, will go, and Connecticut stuns William Floyd by the score of 11-10. As Insignia scored 5 goals there, a ton of amazing moments in this postseason. I'll be back next week with some more phenomenal plays.
Love these highlights. Jared's Plays of the Week are just part of Sarah Sounds Off. You can watch more of those episodes by clicking Get More below the Newsday TV video box. You can see more on all of the stories you've seen today on Newsday.com and watch us streaming anytime on Local Now, YouTube, and the other streaming services you see there. I'm Macy Eglund here with meteorologist Jeff Banson. We've got more local Long Island news and your forecast coming up here on Newsday TV.
An inside look at Long Island businesses as Newsday presents LI Works. Join Ken Bufa as he samples unique jobs and meets the people behind them. LI Works, now available at Newsday.com/LI Works.